What's going on, guys? Tanner here. I just wanted to run you through my packing list as I'm hiking rim to rim to rim at the Grand Canyon this weekend. As I've prepped for this hike, this run over the last couple months, I had to do a lot of different searching for something like this. And so if this can be of value to you, fantastic. Number one, I want to start with nutrition. It's probably the most important part of the hike. I've been training a lot with these GUs, and it's important to be training with what you're going to be using prior to the hike so that you know your body's going to handle it well, that it's not going to mess up your stomach or anything like that. And so I got a bunch of these GUs packed in all different flavors. I prefer the fruity flavors over the things like vanilla and caramel, things like that, but GUs are always just like a staple in my training. These GU energies, they're a little more liquidy, and sometimes they're just nice to put down, a little bit refreshing, kind of like a juice. I've got these Bolt chews. I train with these. They're just like a nice little snack on the run, a little burst of energy, a little bit of sugar staying in your veins there. Going with some Yes bars, the strawberry coconut. I'm a sucker for anything with coconut. These Pro Meal bars, they're super good, easy to down, and just something more than GU, right? The GU does the trick, but you gotta have a little bit more. If you haven't had this next one, I gotta put you onto these. These Solely fruit jerkies are incredible. The pineapple, my favorite. It is chef's kiss, so freaking good. So those will be a nice little treat along the way. High chews are just a staple in our house. We love high chews, and it's a nice little snack, easy to pack. This last one, this is the secret sauce. This is what you want. Ketone IQ. If you haven't, I don't know if that's in focus there. If you haven't been put onto Ketone IQ, you gotta get in the game. This is a secondary fuel source to anything you're doing. If you wanna get off energy drinks, Ketone IQ. You wanna improve your performance in your runs, Ketone IQ. You wanna perform better in your job, Ketone IQ. I'm telling you, like, I'm not affiliated with them by any means, but this stuff is magic. So definitely gonna pack some of that. I'm actually gonna fill one of my flasks with it so that I can just, take a couple ounces here and there throughout the day. Speaking of flasks, I've got lots of water storage. Along the way, there should be like some streams or a river, things like that. So I have one that has a little, whatever you call that, filter, so that I don't get sick from the water. Definitely gonna be sure to carry a bladder with me as well. It all kind of fits in my vest. But I like to use Relight. There's a lot of different electrolyte drinks out there, Element, Liquid IV, pick your favorite, but Relight's kind of what my family settled into and we seem to really like. I've never tried these. They're just electrolyte fast chews, but might as well take them along, and just in case I need them. Never tried these either, but the GU drink tabs, again, just wanting to be extra prepared for me or anybody else in my party. If they need something like this to hydrate, I just wanna be prepared, I'm a Boy Scout. So after that, we just got classic sunglasses. These are from 100%. I got them on a deal. Little Huega House hat, nice and comfy. The shoes, gotta love the shoes. These are my Speedlands. I picked these up a couple months ago. You definitely want to break in your shoes before doing anything of this distance. We're gonna be hiking about 42 miles in a day, and so it's not gonna be a super rigorous pace, but it'll definitely be hard on our feet. And these Speedlands are made for the trail. They've got the nice bigger tread. They've got these little boas to tighten, and so you can kind of micro tighten things, loosen things. They took a little bit for me to learn how I like them so they don't just jack up my feet entirely, but I've come to really love them, and they look kind of cool, so can't beat that. We're told there should be some ice or snow up on the north rim, so we got these yak tracks. They're like these strap-on, crampon type things to just give you more tread. The last thing I need to do is slip and freaking blow out my knee or something like that halfway through the hike. Of course, gonna take some trekking poles. These are some from Black Diamond. I think they're like carbon, whatever. Again, just got them on OfferUp. I got a crazy story behind these. If I ever get the chance to share it, I'll have to. Either way, they're coming with me and they do the trick. We're starting early, it's gonna be cold. Just want some gloves while I'm holding onto the trekking poles. Don't wanna be worried about freezing cold hands or anything like that. This is the vest coming with me. It's my Salomon Active Skin 12 This bad boy is magic. I've got the quiver attached. So the quiver, whenever I don't want to use the trekking poles, I can just stash them right in there. They stay nice to the side, but there's plenty of storage. Lots of big pockets on here. I can fit the bladder back behind the storage, and then on both shoulders can have another flask, right? So definitely recommend the Salomon gear. It's not the cheapest, but it definitely crushes performance-wise. Taking a little compression sleeve for my leg where I kind of have a little shin splints. This little frog tog kind of cooling towel just to dip in the water, whatever, just throw it on my neck, protect from the sun, that sort of thing. Taking some tape, I pre-tape my feet so that I can anticipate where the blisters are gonna show up and hopefully prevent those. These have been game changing. These are just cheap ones from Walmart. There's all sorts of brands now, but the like nose tape, I don't know what you call it, nasal strips. They just open up your airways, keep my heart rate down, and just really have done the trick in improving my performance and just helping me actually take advantage of what my lungs have to offer. Throwing in some Band-Aids. I need to build a little first aid kit still, but more specifically, want to take care of the nips so there's no chafing. That's the last thing I want on the trail. This Body Glide, this stuff works great. It's cheap. I put it on my underarms so that I don't rub and get all rashed up and chafed. Same thing with the Foot Glide. You know, if you have just good lubrication, you're not gonna rub and get those blisters that you don't want. I think that covers everything. Taking a jacket. I have this like nice Arc'teryx jacket that I've had for years, this little hoodie, just in case it gets that cold, but otherwise, we're just gonna be getting the job done. I anticipate it going pretty well. It's gonna be tough on the feet, but we're gonna have a good time. Party about 5 to 8 of us. But I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away in the comments. And hopefully I'm not making any last minute runs tonight to pack something that I may have missed. If you see anything, let me know, but good luck to you. All right guys, I had to make a little amendment to the last video because there's a few essentials that I completely forgot. One, headlamp. We're starting early, so I want to be able to see where I'm stepping. Gonna take a little knife, mostly like first aid, emergency, that sort of thing. It's super light, and this goes with me everywhere, so never a bad idea to have on you. Probably the most important, dude wipes. Dude wipes are essential. You don't want to be caught without these. So I just took like 10 out and put in a little bag just in case, because we're gonna be out there all day. And I can guarantee these will come in handy. The last couple of things that are just things that I love and recommend, Garmin watch. This bad boy tracks my heart rate, tracks my runs, feels good to track it, save it, share it. Definitely pick up a Garmin. The battery life, exponentially better than the Apple Watches. Nothing against Apple, I like Apple, but I've loved the switch to the Garmin. Here's my other essential, my canes. Just, I mean, after that long day walking, I'm gonna want something comfy to slip my feet into and just get feeling good and start that recovery process. So pick up some canes too. Again, I'm not affiliated with any of these products, but I love them. So I'm gonna share them with you, and I hope you like them as much as I do.